I don't usually clickbait the news, but I guess there's an exception for everything. How's it going, everybody? We're back here with some more Modern Warfare 2. Gonna be running around in Shoot House with this thing today. I have no idea if this is a good setup, by the way. Camo challenges, you already know the drill. Also, sorry if I sound a little fucked up today. I mentioned before that I was sick before recording the last two videos, and I thought I was getting better, but then literally after recording those, I got way fucking worse. So yeah, I don't know how it comes through on the mic, but if my voice ends up sounding worse than my 5th grade math teacher, now you know why. As always, leave a like if you're enjoying the video and subscribe if you're new. It still says domination down there, not Shoot House. Why? Oh, we're starting out like this, huh? Riot shield, shotgun, deployable cover. This is exactly what my health needed, Infinity Ward. Am I really even in the mood to deal with this, honestly? Nah, not really. So on the subject of dying a slow and painful death, Warzone 2 is apparently a dead game. Or it is according to content creators, anyway. I knew he was gonna do that too. But yeah, so according to Courage, I believe it was, views for Warzone 2 videos are, I guess, really shit. As far as like bigger content creators go, I guess. And you know, under normal circumstances, if it was just Courage talking about it, I'd be willing to chalk it up to it just being him or whatever. Not saying that I think Courage's content specifically is bad or anything, it's just, you know, YouTube's a weird fucking place. If one channel is experiencing weirdness with views on a particular type of video, I mean, there's a million and one things it could fucking be aside from, hey, the game you're playing is dead, you know? What the fuck is happening? Help! He like didn't even know I was there. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm done the ADS kills. I don't really know why I'm still doing this. Oh! He had a knife! Dude, what the fuck is the optic on this stupid thing? Maybe his gun is better. Okay, is it just me or is this the ugliest reticle you have ever seen in your fucking life? Fuck! But yeah, obviously the reason I'm finding this interesting is it was not just Courage who was saying this, because a bunch of big content creators ended up replying to his tweet sort of like, what the fuck? Dude, every time I call in a mortar strike or anything like it, I am the only one who dies. But yeah, a bunch of big content creators ended up like replying to his tweet and essentially echoing the same sentiments, right? I know Tim the Tatman replied, J-God replied. This guy is such a fucking freak. I hope you're doing mounted kills, dude. I really do. Wait, he had gold. Why would he be doing mounted kills? Maybe that's a long shot spot. But yeah, basically a bunch of creators were agreeing with him saying, yeah, you know, Warzone 2 views are apparently lower than Caldera views were for a while, which, I mean, I don't necessarily follow Warzone or like, you know, the content scene or the meta or anything like that. I mean, I don't follow many content metas in general if you looked at my fucking channel, but I do know that Caldera struggled pretty mightily in the views department as a result of a lot of people just not really giving a shit about the game. What the fuck is happening? You alright down there, bro? These guys are trying very hard to win, by the way. I am not really sure why. Except for that guy, I guess. Oh my god, not again! Fuck off. What the hell is this, deployable cover placement, by the way? Now, I actually have my own reasons why I think that, Warzone content's struggling a bit. And no, I don't think it's a dead game. I'm kind of with the, big creators, actually. I think that there's, like, a lot of different factors going into it as to why people just aren't watching it as much. Because J-God actually tweeted one really interesting, like, screenshot from his, YouTube analytics page. Apparently, it's not just that, like, people are choosing to watch his videos less, it's that his regular viewers are choosing to watch his videos less. Meaning, like, his subscribers or people who, like, typically are clicking on his videos, apparently they're just choosing to click on them less. Alright, not bad. Oh god, please don't look at my aim. Nobody saw that. But yeah, so J-God posited that, and then I guess in like reply to it, a lot of people were saying that like the state of the game is stale, so people aren't as interested. Some other people were saying that because the game is so fresh, people just kind of want to get their loadouts and get out. I forget who it was, but somebody was pointing out that specifically loadout-oriented content is doing really well on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And apparently in like other places like Instagram and Twitter and shit, I guess, people posting just like screenshots of really good loadouts are actually getting a lot of traction. Now, the reason that I bring this up is that this lends a little bit of credibility to my theory on why Warzone content's not doing well, which is that I think people are just kind of sick of the old meta of content. And by old meta, I mean that, you know, it kind of feels like a lot of videos are sort of copy-paste. You know, regardless of what it is, whether it's like a loadout video or a moments video or a challenge video or whatever, basically every big Warzone creator's videos are kind of the same. You know, you start off with that goofy-ass intro like, what's going on, everybody? We got an absolutely banger video for you guys today with the absolutely best zero recoil AR you've ever seen in your life that's gonna win you you every single gunfight in Warzone 2.0. So you start out with this cheesy ass intro, right? And then, you know, in typical like Alley A fashion, you follow it up with 10 minutes of gameplay that may or may not be related. And then at the very end of this like 10 to 15 minute video, the person in question finally goes through the actual loadout. And of course they make sure to go through it, you know, attachment by attachment, so you can't just fast forward to the end and then like take the screenshot of the loadout and not even pay attention to the video. I mean, I know I just said I don't stay up to date on content metas and stuff, but I'm also not an idiot. I can see that this is what all these YouTubers are doing. It's not rocket science, you know? So yeah, I think that's a lot of it. People just kind of being sick of the same old song and dance, you know? As far as like content is concerned, and also, I mean, obviously this is an outsider's perspective because I don't really play Warzone, but it's not like the game is that much different either. Like, yeah, there's a new map, new set of weapons, the movement's different, etc., etc. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Warzone, you know? The core gameplay loop is basically the same. And I think that whole point I was mentioning before about how somebody in the replies to that tweet were saying that like TikTok and Shorts content were doing really well. I think as far as like Warzone is concerned, a lot of viewers are literally just like, okay, yeah, you know, we've seen all this before, we know what's going on with like the whole content structure and everything. Just give us the loadout or like the special drop spot or whatever so we can get on our way. So in short, I don't really think Warzone's a dead game. I think it's just kind of in this awkward area content-wise. I'm sure these creators are gonna figure something out, or like the views are gonna end up getting pumped up or whatever. Some event's gonna come out. Like I heard they're adding some kind of like Rocket League equivalent or whatever. I have not been paying any attention to these fucking updates, so I might be completely off base with that. But yeah, something's gonna come along, which kind of ties into my next point. To be honest, I find this whole like, oh no, Warzone's dying, it's a dead game thing, I actually think it's really funny. Because the thing is, I play a lot of Dota 2, right? Which is a game that's like 10, 11 years old at this point. More than that if you count like the Warcraft 3 mods and stuff from way back in the day. And this game is like very popular internationally. It's not so popular in like North America and stuff, but if you add up that game's player base across like all regions and shit, it's probably comparable to Warzone. And I swear, at least once or twice a year, something will happen, either some update or some piece of content or some, I don't know, fluctuation in the player base. The entire community will just lose its mind and say, oh, that's it, Dota's a dead game, it's over. And this has been happening, I swear, since like, I want to say at least 2015. What the fuck is this guy doing? Do you really have nothing better to do with your time than just... okay. And the funniest part about it is Dota has much more of a reason to be calling itself a dead game than Warzone. Because for anybody who doesn't know or doesn't follow it, Dota's player base hasn't grown in like 8 years at this point, probably. Now, it's not exactly shrinking. Like, its player base is very hardcore. The people who do play Dota, they play a lot of Dota. And they're not going anywhere anytime soon, but, you know, you could argue it's a dead game because it's not like it's growing or anything. But the thing is, Warzone is absolutely not like that. It's one of the probably the fastest growing games out there. Like, the game is not dead, it's not dying. Like, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I find it very hard to believe that Warzone is a dying game, you know? Especially considering that Modern Warfare 2 had, like, what, the biggest launch in Call of Duty history or whatever? So yeah, to conclude my nonsensical rambling, I don't think Warzone's a dead game, I don't think it's a dying game. I'm sure the numbers will pick up again once the big content creators figure out what the new meta is, whether it's like a thumbnail change or maybe like an event that's gonna come out. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm sure something will get figured out, those numbers will get pumped back up. Warzone's one of the biggest games in the world, there's no way people are just not going to watch it, you know? Also, I just realized I've made like no challenge progress over the course of this video. I'm pretty sure I should have been doing mounted kills and shit this whole time, and I just haven't been. This is why this grind is going so slow for me, man. Like, yeah, I just get distracted, my brain turns off, and the next thing you know, I played like 4 games and completed 0 challenges. Dude, why did I not drop shot? I pressed the button, what the fuck happened? I don't understand this game sometimes. Oh yeah, and as an aside, I mean, I haven't done any like extensive research into it, but it seems like multiplayer content's doing fine. Well, as fine as it ever does. I mean, it's always been kind of secondary to Warzone since that whole thing started, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like the views are any lower than they were before. Actually, on second thought, I think I'll call this one here. That was all I really had to talk about anyway. Plus, like I said, I'm sick, and I don't really know how bad it sounds, but I figure I've subjected you guys to it enough. Still just working my way through the ARs here, got a bit of a ways to go. 8 ARs, oh my god. Well, at least I know what I'm doing for the next couple videos. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.